Yeah, my name is Nathan Jenkins. I'm the co-founder of Taka Technology alongside with Charles Blaschke. Taka Technology, our focus is to be an energy efficiency operating system of the world.
I don't see your pitch deck.
Could you share screen, please?
Yes. Is it loaded now?
Yeah, it's work.
We're good? Okay.
Let's
Yeah, so Taka Technology is seeking to be the energy efficiency operating system of the world, trying to reach the 50 million buildings that exist within the world. It's no secret that the carbon emissions of the world are seeking record highs, and buildings account for about 40% of the global emissions, often polluting the air and making our lives affected in many different ways. The way we plan to do this is by building a scalable solution that can reach these buildings quickly and fast, and to make the transition from old archaic buildings and processes to the future. The problem is that the building owners are often overwhelmed. They don't have budgets, and they have multiple different properties and systems that don't always talk to each other or able to transfer information. The other people within that can be considered competitors are often using old technologies or don't have the processes in place, or maybe they're not aligned in trying to make the buildings actually more efficient, or actually more focused on selling products or trying to provide a service to the customer, and it's not necessarily their primary target. So what Taka Technology is trying to provide is a solution, a platform that allows them to organize, analyze, and walk stakeholders through the step-by-step process of delivering an energy efficiency project or deliverable. So what we do is we're trying to make this unscalable industry actually scalable by starting out very small with customers, starting with just collecting basic information. It's amazing how many building owners and even households don't even know how much money they spend on energy a year, much less how much they consume and what that CO2 emissions impact actually is. So by starting small with very simple, easy, accessible information and data, we can then use that with our AI intelligence to actually provide insight on where to start in the process and to start building and adding more real-time data, IoT sensors and so on within their platform, within their buildings, to provide even more bigger impact within the process. So what is our plan? We're actually a B2B to B solution by building a platform that enables the stakeholders or building service providers the tool and knowledge and expertise to deliver these products and projects to customers quicker and easier, to reach as many buildings as we can and provide value as quick as possible. So by reaching out to facility managers, property managers, and then ultimately directly to the building owners, they can channel it to the building owners that have hundreds of buildings within their portfolio to then help target which buildings to start with, and then reduce the energy consumption in the ones that are maybe the most, the highest violators within the process, and then tweaking that back to the ones that maybe don't need so much attention. Our mission is to start from a scalable standpoint by delivering, like I said, a very quick and easy solution that doesn't have a lot of barriers to entry, utility bills, basic building information, to help benchmark and even just manage their utility bills that they have that allow us to give insightful action to where to focus on. And then as they progress, working in the solutions that maybe have a higher subscription model or pricing, but are not quite as scalable, but get them to that next step with energy metering, building automations and controls, which is the ultimate goal. What we've done to date is we've launched with our initial seed funding about a year ago, and have to date uploaded 500 buildings to our platform with 3 customers already subscribed, accounting for about $15,000 a month in monthly subscriptions. Our plan is to go to market in a year and a half from now, and to date we haven't done any advertisement, spent any money on marketing or not. This is organically grown just from our knowledge and expertise and experience within the UAE over the past 10 years, coming from the energy efficiency market that we've been working on.
I'm sorry, but time is over.
Yep.
Let's continue. in a
So?
Q&A session.
Any questions, guys?
Can you explain what the product is right now? Is it just a software solution, or is there a hardware component in terms of sensors?
Our focus is a all cloud-based platform solution. Our intention is not to get involved within the hardware industry, but work with the existing hardware suppliers or hardware companies out there and integrating their solutions via APIs, so that that's kind of the challenging part that it usually exists, and it's a massive industry. So by picking one or trying to build a hardware and think that we will be the dominant one to scale is it's a very difficult industry to get into in the hardware in general.
And you're
So
working
we want to
with,
sit on top of that.
you're working with existing buildings mainly, not new buildings, right?
Existing, yes. Our main focus and target is the existing building stock, which accounts for, in 2030, will be 90% of the buildings are in the world. So that is our main focus, making them more optimized. And then, but we can also start the customer at the very beginning with new construction.
And your customer is the building service provider?
Our target customer is the building service provider, ultimately channeling down to the building owner.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions, guys?
Yeah, so who's paying you? Service providers, yeah, as I understood.
Yes, so the service provider would pay a monthly subscription for, based on the volume of buildings or different packages that they would want to include or features that they would
Okay,
want
and
with it.
what do they get? Information about the buildings, or
Sorry, one more time?
what do they get? Information about the buildings, or they get something more?
Yeah, so the service providers, they will get a platform that walks them through various different, typically very complex processes to deliver an energy efficiency platform or energy efficiency project, which often can include installing the hardware or making modifications to the buildings, how it's being operated and maintained. So this can deliver it from a financial aspect, from where to start focusing in the building itself to save. And then the actual end provider we provide dashboards and insights and tips on how to continuously optimize their building's performance.